We are back with round 4 of the third Wixoss Summer Ceremony, hosted by Carta Magica. We got ourselves one interesting match for round 4. We've got the potentially new, Ancient Surprise at center versus a very interesting Dream Team here with Hirana, Magica, and Magica. So I know we've had Willison on the ceremony stream before. Last time, I believe, also playing Hirana Center, so I'm really interested to see how his new deck plays out. I'm also interested to see how an at Ancient Surprise plays out as well, especially considering the inclusion of World Reverse in this set, granting just a once over ability every single turn just based on the color insignia you play. It looks like we're starting off with Hirana going first, intercharging Anna Mirage. To get the grow to Hirana 1. Heket rearranging the top 3 cards of the deck. Any number on top, the rest go on the bottom in any order. It looks like we're putting... Oh, nope, just debating, just debating. Don't jump the gun, we're just debating. The grow to Magica float. Looks like all of the cards went back on top, so could use all of them. Another Heket to look at the top 3. One on top, the rest on bottom. Grow in center. Got Haket, and then a bronze not opening out with world. Looks like there potentially might not be a world reverse. And if there is, it's a little too late to play them because you would have to once per game trash your field in order to get any of those effects. So Haket's going to swing, vanish the other Haket. Bronze going to swing, center, life burst is... I cannot tell what that is from here. That is... Devil Stinger. Alright. Devil Stinger. New card from P04. You can finish a Upsigny or just draw a card. Mostly probably just used for the draw in this case, but the filter is the nice part about it because it's enter ditch 3, up to 3, draw up to as many as you discard. Growing into Hirana 2. We'll put a cat in center. Debating on where to place the 3. Looks like 1 on top, 2 on bottom. Lancelot vanishing the bronze. Another Lancelot vanishing the opposing Haket. Lancelot swing in. See a Azathoth. Azathoth has no burst. Another Lancelot swinging in. Akafuku, all enter charge and the all Signy damage is basically negated for the rest of the turn. So we just swing with Hirana, and there is the servant. Looks like Umaru draw. Get a draw 2 cards, not a bad thing. Will Screech as the level 1. Vanish out the Lancelot. And a draw discard. The discard looked like a Hydrus. Lancelot in the left. Vanishing. I'm going to assume the cat. Nope, the Lancelot's going to be vanished. Folklore in the right. And a Tasmanian Devil in. Or a Tasmanian in center. Just a vanilla 5k. Burst of Vanish a Signy with 7k or more on the opposing field. Lancelot swinging, no defense phase options here. It's like, I believe that is an Ereshkigal. Yes, that is an Ereshkigal that had just hit burst. Using the burst to give neg 10k to the other Lancelot. Sorry, to the Folklore. Sorry, the Folklore. Cat vanished at swing and Lancelot burst. So no effect there. Ereshkigal intercharged away. So here comes Piranha. So we don't get the attacking constant here since this is Dream Team. We do get the draw intercharge 1. And we still have access to the once per game effect to get a burn 1 and a on top of a swing. So we see Wing Slash are now vanishing away the Tasmanian Devil. I did not catch what was added from the salvage. So Ket rearranging the top 3 here. Looks like all of them going back on top. Seeing a pay 2. For there's a pay 2 for something and I missed it. Unless it was just to confirm what was paid for the Piranha. Never mind. I'm being special. So we see Double Stinger. Looks like just a discard for a draw 1. Like we have the new to Will Hangout. So that's going to be a vanish and target, and you can discard up to 3 to draw cards equal to the number discarded. So we're going to see vanish of Folklore. Discarded a Folklore and a bronze to draw 2. Swinging with Devil Stinger. Burst is nothing. It is an Osaki Tsune. Swinging with Heket. Burst is Azathoth. That has nothing. Hirana swinging in. No guard. Akafuku will get the enter charge at least, but unfortunately, the damage negation ability of Akafuku isn't going to do much good here. Enter charge Azathoth. That's one healthy enter zone there for Ats. And that is the new At. So beginning of your attack phase, you can give something 5k on your field up. Paying those two. On enter, you can enter charge 2 from trash. As long as they don't have a guard. And once per game, you pay 7 different class Signy from your enter to send your opponent's field to trash and then enter charge 2. Considering we haven't seen World Reverse yet, I don't think we'll see it for the rest of the game. So this leads me to believe that there could be Ancient Echo, maybe a Xenocluster instead. For the piece deck here, Xenocluster really doesn't do much in this specific matchup since there's no discard happening that I've seen, and no Enter Burn either. To see a pay 1. Are we going for the once per game already? 2. Red and black. Or sorry, red and blue. Draw 2. Oh, wait. It's Ancient Echo. I did not see what that was anywhere. So we do see Ancient Echo. Ancient Echo does get rid of the Devil Stinger. Draw 2, and everything on the field gets 3k. Looks like a Lancelot played to get rid of the last Heket. See, Azathoth played as well. Wait, no, sorry, that's Influent. Why have I been saying that's Azathoth? They could both be in the deck, but that is an Influent, Blue Rig, Harmony. You can pay 6 on attack to vanish 2 things, but whenever Signy becomes a target of an ability by your opponent or effect, you draw an enter charge. That card's kind of fancy with Exia when I think about it, because now you got 2 things that happen when your stuff gets targeted. Akafuku in the open lane. Hang an Eresh out. Looks like will we see Machina Smash. Machina Smash is going to get rid of the Akafuku. I'm giving it neg 12k. Paying an Ana Mirage, and looks like we're adding a Lancelot to hand. Lancelot swing. Adamanthia. Influence swing. Servant. So could see a servant getting added here unless there's already one in hand, then no point. But a servant gets added, which means you already know that discard is happening for the Larig attack. Still haven't seen a single piece from Hirana at all. Almost curious to figure out what the Madoka pick is for the level 2. But there was no real need to use... If it was Madoka Clap, I didn't really see a need to use it the last phase. But there is a Romale intercharged away. Both players in this match having massive amounts of enter. Doesn't look like very much to spend it on, or just saving it for something that does cost a heck of a lot of enter. So I see 2 blue for, a blue for Thrilling. Looks like Exceed will be paid for it. So it's going to be a straight draw 3 instead of a draw 2, discard 1. Lancelot in the right, going to vanish the opposing Lancelot. Paquette in center. And Adamanthia. Adamanthia is a very interesting combination with Heket, because when this attacks, you reveal the top card of your deck. If it's level 3, you can pay 2 to give it Assassin. So with Heket, you can stack the top cards of your deck to find that level 3. And then you get free, almost free Assassin. You have to pay 2 for it, but fact of the matter still stands. Heket is a really great way to guarantee the Assassin for Adamanthia. So going to attacks, Lancelot swing in. Hydra's Burst. Hydra's Burst will check top 3, and you can put a Signy onto the field or in your hand I could already see the Signy going to field to prevent that Heket damage. Either way, this is potentially lethal if that Adamanthia reveals a 3. But definitely need to put something in that slot in center, because no matter what, this board is lethal if there is no Servant in hand as well. So we see a Heket. Heket's enter will go off as well, so do have the option to look at the top 3 cards of deck, so we will see that happening. So the top 3 cards, basically here's setting up draws for the next turn, if a next turn even happens here. Adamanthia swing in, reveal. It is indeed a 3, so there goes the assassin ability, hitting that last life cloth there. Last life cloth is a Parajulis. Is there a servant? There is a servant. So at now sitting at 0 life cloth, basically has to get it this turn, which unfortunately I don't think is going to happen, simply because we haven't seen the level 2 for Magica yet. If it's Magica Clap, there's more than enough enter, and I don't think that Willison will have an issue discarding 3 cards to just mass board down everything. Bit of a tough decision here. Even with the full board wipe from which looks like what's going for right now, the full board wipe for that isn't going to be enough, unfortunately. Again, because of the possibility of Magica Clap. But see 4, 5, is there 6 and 7? I know there's an Usagi Tsune. I see 6. Because Aquatic Beast, Natural Planet, Code Maze. Yep, that is indeed 7. There goes the board, and now we get to see an Enter Charge 2. Lancelot not doing much here. Which is kind of unfortunate, really. But we get the rise for Nobunaga to get double crush. So Nobunaga has double crush. I see 4 damage on board. Again, Magica Clap can nullify the majority of this, but we don't know if that's ran. Otherwise, I believe the other options for Magica can only stop 1 at best. So there's a pay 2. And there is clap. So pay 2, one of those is getting downed. Nobunaga getting downed here. Paying an additional 3, downing something else. It's like downing the Hikets. And discarding? No discarding? No discarding for the third one. So Influence is going to swing in. Adamantia Burst. And at swing, Servant Guard staying around at 1 life cloth. So now that both are level 2, both the assists for Hirana are at level 2. This does open the possibility for the once a game ability, but to even more confirm it, all that has to be done... actually, no, sorry, I should hold off on saying that. There's still the level 2 option for Umaru that could potentially save, but there isn't enough enter to pay for it if it's the one. If it's the new one, it costs 6. There isn't enough enter in the opposing player's enter zone to pay for it. So we'll just have to see what other options can be presented here. See, Lancelot. Lancelot's going to vanish a cat. The only thing on the field that can be vanished here. Play a random thing. Here comes Ana Mirage. And here comes Nobunaga. Full on Risen Field. Nobunaga getting rid of the opposing Nobunaga completely now. From the Ana Mirage, giving it -8k. And here comes Folklore. Burning Curiosity, getting rid of the Influen. And now there is enough for the new Umaru. But it looks like that's Umaru clear. That is Umaru clear. So Umaru clear will clear both hands. But it's not going to matter because that is game. Game, set, match for Willison on Hirana. Great game by both players. And that will lead to the conclusion of round 4, at least for the stream. Still a couple games going, but not enough time to really go for them. So after short break, we will be right back with round 5. Don't go anywhere.